I do love this town. I believe in the people that live in this town that are doing things to make it a better place. I think they are doing incredible work. I'm Mariana Brown. I live in Hightown and I run Brown Books Community Bookshop, Luton Literature, and Bricklayers Arms. I took over Bricklayers Arms on the 3rd of June 2024. I decided to take the pub over because Alison actually was retiring and it was my dad's local. I lost my dad in 2017 and I wanted to take the pub on to make sure it carried on running as a good real ale pub, and to try and develop the audience and bring new people in. I opened the bookshop in 2023 in April. I decided to do it in my dad's memory, because he brought me up to love science fiction and comic books, and it was him that kind of sparked my real interest in reading. And I wanted to do something in his memory, and I thought the best way to do that was to open a bookshop because it was an opportunity to sort of encourage children to start reading or pick up books if they hadn't already. We live in an age where so many kids are attached to screens and they don't really read books anymore. So, yeah, that's why. So I also, as part of that, started Luton Literature, which is what enabled me to deliver the book festivals each year, which are Arts Council funded or have been in the past. And again, it's this main driver to get kids reading books and adults that possibly haven't done in the past, and sort of like open up this world of literature and books to people that they might not have experienced before. We have St Matthew's primary school bring children in regularly to the bookshop, which is absolutely wonderful. They've just done a project where the children came up with their own version of Charlie Cook's book, Julia Donaldson book. They created their own characters and then read it to the year ones. And we've just ordered a load of books for Cutno Road Primary as part of World Book Day. We've done loads of work with Toco, with chums, with young carers and care experienced young people delivering creative writing projects. We work with local community groups to ensure that people come into the bookshop and have that whole bookshop experience. So yeah, lots and lots of community focus, and with the aim of, as I said, getting children and young people engaging with literature and books. I think with the pub, it's mostly about enhancing what was already there. It was never about changing it. It was more about developing the outside space. There's a new outside bar, which has made the capacity of the pub quite a bit larger. It was kind of to make it to allow more space for football fans on football days and to allow more activities to happen. But on the football days, they filled it. So we've actually increased the capacity of the pub. Football days are great. They really are. Generally, the crowd that drink in here are fantastic. They're really nice people. We get kids and families in here who are going along to the match. Big challenge at the moment, I suppose, is how Luton are doing, because that does impact on people's mood and their desire to go out and drink. Because if your team's played really badly, you're not really going to be in the mood for it. But yeah, I mean, having the outside bar and having the outside space has really enhanced what we can offer in the pub, which has made it a lot easier to manage having the two bars. The staff know a lot of the fans. The rapport between the staff and the fans is great. It's a really good atmosphere on football days. We look forward to them as a team, genuinely. It's all about trying to make the pub sustainable and being able to provide an offer that isn't just focused around it just being a real ale pub. The main strength of the Bricklayers is the fact that it's a football pub and it's a real ale pub, but it's how can I enhance that to make it more sustainable in the future. It's tough at the moment for pubs. We all know it's not an easy ride. So it's how can we make it a more enticing offer and get people in? And that's all around the beer festivals. We're doing film nights this year. being able to allow groups to come in to use it as a community space, not just a pub. So I've got a writing group that comes in on a Sunday once a month. I've got a group of creatives that come in called Makeshift, and they run arts projects, and it's in summer, it's in the garden, which is absolutely lovely. It's all of these things that encourage people to come in and use it, not just as a pub, but also as a venue and a location. I had the license changed so that I can show outdoor cinema, so I can have live music in the pub and in the garden. And obviously, things that haven't changed are keeping the Sky Sports and keeping the tradition of serving real ale. If somebody wanted to come in and do their own thing, uh, run an event or have a night, just come and talk to me. Come pitch the idea to me. At the end of the day, if it's something that supports activities that community groups or that locals are trying to do to enhance Hightown or Luton, then I'm all for it. Love music, hate racism. Had a quiz in here one night, fundraising. Loads of people turned up. It was fantastic. So last year, I ran Luton Aid's 20th anniversary show at the Hat Factory. So I started Luton Aid in 2005 after my friend's father passed away in Kitch Hospice. Um, Rachel's dad had been unwell for quite some time, and I wanted to do something to say thank you. And the one thing I knew because of years of promoting and putting on live music events was how to do a large scale live music event. So the first one was in the Student Union, which no longer exists in its original format with the sub club. But yeah, last year ran it again for the first time in a couple of years because of COVID. And now Luton Aid is going to become a firm fixture in Luton's calendar again. Um, Excitingly, this year it'll be held in this pub, so the indie and a bit of the rock and some of the folk stuff will be here. And then the heavier stuff, the sort of like heavier rock and metal, will be at the castle, which is great because the castle's obviously fantastic live music venue for Luton. So to be able to collaborate with James and his team on such an important event is fantastic opportunity. So it's a very exciting for future of Luton. I think the one thing I would like to end with is that I do love this town. I believe in the people that live in this town that are doing things to make it a better place. I think they are doing incredible work. There are times when it can feel a bit, everyone hates Luton. So the fact that we've got so many people doing great stuff for the town is really important. And I think if I was going to say one key message to everyone, it's find out what's going on. Don't just wait for a leaflet to drop through your letterbox. Actively see what's going on in your town centre and support it, and in Hightown and support it, or in your local ward and support it, because it's really important that everything that happens continues to do so and succeeds.